a Rocket League question time. The big question is love just a feeling? That's the question. That's the headline. All to follow is completely relevant to that question. Depends on how you feel, probably. Like, sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad, and sometimes you feel love. That isn't a common phrase. So perhaps there's more to love than a feeling. Maybe it's a driving force. I think it's a reason to care for someone, I reckon, because it's not a feeling, because love doesn't relate to your mood, I don't think. I think it's an abstract concept, just an explanation why you care for someone. I think that's what I think. See if we can get some Rocket League going on that as well. It's an interesting concept because you have different types of love. You have four. I think there's four types. There's like family love. No, I think there's brotherly love, like friends. There's maternal love, like for parent child or paternal, and there's love for God, I think, and or for some deity, and there's the love romantically. And all of those have a common underlying theme. It's just that you care for somebody a lot, I think. Let me turn down the sound there. I think it's to do with caring for people quite a lot. Because, say, I love my family, so I care about them. But that doesn't translate to any feelings. So, but I think it's a driving force to always look after them or ask how they're feeling, or just care about them. Basically, the one that I'm not so sure about is how does love translate for like some sort of deity? Some would say it's just doesn't exist, but you can't deny that the love that people feel doesn't exist. That is if you think love exists. So what what I'm trying to say is that you can love God and you can care for God and stuff. And some people may say that God doesn't exist, but if that person is saying that they love God and it translates to them loving God, then you can't deny that the love for God doesn't exist. I've just scored an own goal there, having just scored 2 goals. Yeah, yeah. So the question is love a feeling? And I think love causes feelings rather than being a feeling itself. So if you think about romance, you might have that pounding, like, feeling in your heart, like excitement, or just more depth in your, like, just like feelings. So you could say that sort of like love is you can actually feel it. But even if you could feel love, you could argue that feeling that you're feeling about love isn't love itself, it's just the feelings associated with love. If we're going to get really Puritan about this, I think that's the word. Like, just like really pure conceptually. Like, obviously, it's a bit of a tangled mess considering it's one of these questions that doesn't necessarily have an answer. Well, I should know because I get them off some website that that I got from typing in unanswered questions. So you know, you can feel love, maybe, but I don't think it's just a feeling. I think it's a driving force to show that you care for somebody. Maybe the exception to that is God, because it's just a bit. I think people pretend that they love God most of the time, and just go along with their religion. So that's if we're saying there's 4 different types of love. It doesn't have to be like that. Like for me, you could say this. Like in terms of family, I would never say I don't love any of them. I would say I'd always love them. But it seems like a fact when you say these things. Well, it's obvious. I love this person, but it's an interesting difference between that kind of love, just how you treat it. Oh yeah, I love my brother. Like you're not exactly feeling anything, but there's a deep careness, and like you care about that person deeply. Like, yeah, and you would do a lot for them, maybe if you really love them. Like you just like spending time with them and stuff. Like yeah, that's just siblings, right for you there. That's basically it. Um, yeah, I'm a qualified sibling in sibling sibler person who has siblings. Yeah, so it's just a factual. Yeah, I love this person. And then the other type of love is, say, another type. Let's say is like romantic love, and that's sort of like a debate. Like someone said, "Oh, I love this person." Like, nah, no, you don't. You don't know. You're 12, mate. You don't actually love this person. And it's like, but I love this person. But there's a romantic love there, or desperate secondary school infatuation. I don't know what you call it, but it's more to debate, because you get to a point in a relationship that you do love each other, and that sort of love is the sort of love people may not think that exists. There's a bit of a mystery associated to that kind of love, because that's where you could say he doesn't exist, let it alone being a feeling, because some people wouldn't say they've ever felt love. But if love isn't a feeling, then it's ridiculous to say that you felt it. Is love a feeling? I'd be inclined to say no, unless you feel it. Sometimes you do actually feel love. I don't know about you, but you definitely sometimes feel it. Like maybe 3 times in a 50-year marriage. Like I should know about these things. Yeah. Like the wedding day, some random anniversary, and when one of them dies. So you love somebody, you actually feel the love like 3 times. That's not a fact. That's just up to debate. This is what I'm trying to say. So I would say so just to summarize all this, love is a driving force that you're showing that you care for someone. But you can also feel it sometimes, which is why it may be reasoned that love is a feeling. But I'm going to say love isn't a feeling. I'm going to say love is a way of life. No, it's nearly scored. Oh, thank you for watching. I appreciate the views. I appreciate even more the subscriptions, and even more than that, viewer retention. So watching it for more than 30 seconds. Thank you if you have. Thank you. Ciao. I love you. Bye.